Hello, welcome to whatever part we're on. 3, 4, I don't know, of the BMW build. It is currently wet, cold and miserable. Where am I up to? So I need to order these bits for the front of the bike. I'm not going to order them yet, because money. Thank you again, patrons, by the way. I will order some parts, but the rear, we can start on the rear. Right then, get this tyre off. And then we can order a new tyre. I don't know how this all comes apart, so I'll see what happens. We do need to take off this swinging arm and get to this as well, so all this has to come apart now. So the front's kind of done, we now need to get to the back. This is going to be fun. This was really hard to get off, this is super tight. I got it off. Now, come on. Tight fit, but it's out. Ah, definitely need a new tyre. Look at the state of that. Right, there's a debris in there, so this one needs to be coming apart, I guess. Give it a clean out. Shaft drive, I've never done this sort of thing. I guess all this needs to be looped. This is bone dry, I don't know if that's meant to be bone dry. But certain parts need to be lubricated. I'll look it up, find out what it is. For a fact, there's a special tool required in here to get the swinging arm off. So yeah, that'll be my next step, is to undo this, pull the swinging arm off, get all this off. There's quite a lot to do actually. So I text Mikey a picture of my inside of the wheel, and he said it's really good condition. The spines are really good, the bike's on hardly any miles. And with these on the rear shaft bit, these are really good condition, I've hardly done any miles. However, basically bone dry, so they need to be lubricated. But we need to take apart all of that. So I'm going to have to order some special grease for this and take apart all that, but I think I'll save that for another day. But one thing at a time. Let's order a tyre, clean this wheel up, change the tyre on that, and then start this. Righty. So I finished this off, put this brake line on, nice new one. Put a new nipple on. So that's basically done, just need to bleed the system and then that should be done. But shaft drive's off, taking this off, looks good. How do I get this thing out? I want to get this out, so I believe you have to get this off to remove the gearbox. So I'll take all this off, come back to this later, but I don't know how. Is there a bolt there? I don't know. Don't know how this releases it. So I pulled this rubber boot off and I can't see. Maybe it's meant to go the other way. So I got this part of the airbox off, and now I need to get, this is the gearbox, I need to get this off, and these things to get this on, it doesn't quite fit. So my friend said, Mikey, grind this down a bit. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at it, think about it. Maybe I've got another spanner that will fit better. I'll have a look first before I start grinding things down. If not, I might buy the tool, I might grind it down, I don't know. But yeah, then take the shaft off. But look at that. That looks so good condition. He said it looks really good, so very happy with that. I think 3 out of 4 bolts to go. One last bolt to go here. The bolt there was so tough. Look at the state of that tool. Again, I'm rather this thing starts to round off than the bolt in there, because there's like, look at that working room, no working room. I just need to get this last bolt off. It's one of these jobs that probably will be easier next time, but these are factory fitted bolts, so everything's super tight. Okay, this one, I just need to get this one off. The clearances are different every single side. So this side, no clearance at all. This side, loads of clearance. Like, if you look straight down at the metal, you can see the, I don't know, like the shape of the metal is, it's different every time. It's different every side. Right, well, I've got to take it all off, and I bet when I inspect it, it'll probably be fine and won't need doing. But you know what? Apparently, this is very expensive to replace this shaft that joins the engine to the gearbox, and it needs to be checked every few years. Right, let's get it done. Well, shaft drive's out. Shaft drive is out. Okay. Oh, right then. And that exposes L gearbox now, so start taking apart the bits to get to the gearbox. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to lubricate the spines, and this has been recommended to me by Mikey and a few others, I think. Just going to clean it up a little bit, then lubricate it and stick it back in again, and that should all that needs doing. Okay, then 4 bolts are a bit of a pain to get in, but they're not too bad. Right, let's put the swinging arm back on before I tighten these down. I'll just slot it in a little bit on each side so it holds the swinging arm in place. But yeah, I used the rear shock to help me line it up, and that worked a treat, that did. Okay, it's on. Hard part now. They're all snugged down. Hard part, get this rubber boot on. This is going to be impossible. And you have to be on good and tight, because if you don't, it will leak, because this whole thing will contain oil. Right then, see how long it takes me. It's currently coming up to 10 to 3. Okay, you know what, that wasn't actually that bad. I got it on in 5 minutes. I took this off. It's not always recommended to take these off, but I took it off and it actually gave me a bit more working room. So yeah, that is, and it's in pretty good condition. There's no splits or anything. So the oil has kept it lubricated well. So maybe it will be replaced next time. I didn't bother replacing it because I thought I'd take the chance. This has taken about 4 or 5 hours and I'm still not done. All to lubricate that little spine. This is a cheap job perhaps, but at least you can inspect everything as well while we're doing it. And hopefully nothing much more needs to be done or changed. Okay, so got that on. Lightly greased the spines. That's all snugged up. I need to, I guess, do this bit first. Might be easier. These got to be tightened in evenly. Then we can put the locking cap on after, I think. Find the torque settings for these. They've got to be bit by bit. Otherwise, apparently this goes off centre and it's not good. So, I don't know if it'd be better to get the wheel on first or after. No, probably after. Probably after we get the swinging arm tightened up. Right. Okay, not bad. Instant Cafe Racer. That's really cool. So I think you cut about here. Around here we cut. And then we can put a D-loop in. And no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It looks good though. But no, I've got to put the fender back on. I won't run it without a fender. I want that look. It's good as it is. I don't want to change it from stock. Back on. I just need to tighten this bolt down. So I've got a 17 on there, but I'm going to need my extender bar. I'll have to get an extender bar out and just tighten that up. Other than the wing nut to go back on the rear brake, that's pretty much all done. So I just need to tighten that down next time. Then I can reassemble the rest and then service it. So I've got air filters, which are actually in really good condition, so I can use that. And yeah, I've got crush washers and stuff, so I need to dump the gearbox oil and the engine oil. Replace all that. Order a battery, and yeah. Right, I'll come back to this another day. I need to put 150, so this is a filled it up, and this is only 150 mils in here, and that will go all the way up here, all the way down. I don't know how it works, it pushes itself up somehow. 150 mils of oil needs to go in here. So you don't want to put too much, you don't want to put too less. Now, as it was drained completely, I'm going to say it was 150 mils that needs to go in. And now one thing I didn't show off when I was doing the front forks was how I measured out the oil to go in the front forks. One of these. So yeah, I've done this a few times. So you take the syringe, and we need 150 mils. 50. There we are. So we're just going to do that 3 times. And there's no mess, really. Just put it over the hole and inject the oil. Nice and slowly. Oh well. Oh, I've got about 600 mils left, which I don't think's enough to do the gearbox oil. Oh dear, I might have to order another one. I'll see how much I need, but yeah, I think I need 800. I've only got about 600, so I'm going to have to order some more. This airbox is a bit of a pain to line it all up. Right, let's try again. Get easy to do though. So I dumped the gearbox oil. The gearbox oil very bad, not very good at all. Really watery. That's not very good. This is the fill up hole. I think I might flush some gearbox oil through because it's just not. It's not good at all when I flush that old stuff out. And not a lot of engine oil came out, which is a bit worrying. I'm going to take the filter out. Maybe the rest is in the filter side. I don't know. But why is the fill thing sideways? How are you meant to fill it up? When you need a bike lift, the filter is right under here. Been on the ground, lying on the ground for the past 10 minutes trying to get this bolt undone. Oh, got the cover off and there's another socket to get in there. It's really hard to see in there, isn't it? There it is. Right under the head. Ugh. So this is tight. This is very tight. I just about managed to pull the oil filter out. I think you meant to take the exhaust off, but I managed to get it round. Luckily I've got a 2-1. If it was the full length one, I probably wouldn't have done it. So yeah, I'm gonna order oil and filters and gaskets now and stuff like that. I'll just leave that to drain, I think. Yeah, dump the oil out again and leave it all to drain. Carburetor's on. Now I know the bike runs. Don't know how well it runs. So I'm just going to put it all back together and I'll leave the carburetors for later, essentially. So if they need tuning, then I'll take them off, because to get another carburetor, because this one is a mix match, so if I'm going to do any carburetor work, I'll get a second one of these, because apparently that's the better one, the better performing one, so I will switch it. Right, this side, I've got the dual throttle coming down, so that's all in. I've got the fuel pipe just started in, but I need a lot more hose clamps, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there really 7? 1 on the carb to the tap, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 each side. Yeah, I need to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 each side. 6 hose clamps. Better order them. There's a knack to getting these on. And I think I've got it now, so that's alright. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting very close. Hello. Okay, fine. That's going to be the end of... Right, anyway. Thanks for watching. That's going to be the end of this time for now. So, currently filming this on the 18th of December. I'm not going to order anything at all because the chance of it coming in time, very, very slim. So, or at all, well, it'll come later. So I'm going to have to wait until New Year's probably to order the final bits. So basically the bike just needs a little service, change some fluids, and put a battery in and see what happens, I guess. So that might be the next episode. Wait and see. Yeah, thanks for watching and catch you in the next part. See you next year.